Have you heard? Premier Heating and Air is kicking off the new year with great savings on all 2023 year-end models. Get huge discounts on all closeout models. So call Premier Heating and Air while these new 2023 year-end models last. And right now, get up to $2,000 federal tax credit on qualified systems. Great deals with tax season almost here. Premier Heating and Air, where financing is available for all homeowners. Log on to dublin.premierishere.com or call 478-300-2633 and experience a Premier difference today. Premier Heating and Air is a locally owned and operated company. This offer ends 1/31/24.
All right, if I could have your attention, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out today to celebrate with Quentin and his family. It's always a special occasion when one of our student athletes takes his talents to the next level. Quentin, on behalf of West Lawrence High School, the faculty, staff, and administration, congratulations. Appreciate it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Team Lawrence. I'm your host, Pat Brock. I'm the Public Information Officer for Lawrence County Schools. It's a great day to be a Raider. We've got Quentin Clark, who signed a scholarship to Indiana University for football, and we couldn't be any more proud of him. Congratulations to you, Quentin.
Thank you, Ms. Pat.
This is a big deal for you, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you've had a lot of trials and tribulations in order to get you to this point right here, haven't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Share with us a little bit about how your journey's been.
My first time being injured during the football season, I didn't take it well at first, but it was like once I got over it, I was good. Just back to the grind now.
And so when did you start playing? Now, you've played multiple sports, correct? Talk to us about all of those, and when did you start?
I started playing football when I was like 5th grade. And from then, that's just been my sport. I started running track my 7th grade year in middle school, and basketball my 9th grade year.
And so here it is, you played all these sports. How have you juggled everything, Quentin?
It's been, I don't never have no break. It's just sport after sport, just going back to back.
And you're able to keep this balance. You've been able to keep this balance. And you've got your parents over here. We've got Jerome Stevens. What's up, Jerome? Jerome and I are grade school classmates. We used to play on the monkey bars together from kindergarten on up. And so, to see you here, Jerome, witnessing this for your son, what does it feel like for you, and how's this journey been for you?
It's been a journey. Like I said, when I got custody of him about 7 years ago, first year or two, it was kind of rocky. Now you done asked me that,
right.
A couple years in, I could see that instead of having to tell him to do stuff and everything, I could see the light come on, and he start taking the initiative and doing the things he needed to. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him for maturing as a man. Sports is one thing, but he matured as a man.
Oh, and I love that. Now, Jerome, has he gotten his athleticism from you?
Of course.
Of course. Of course.
He got it out of family. We had a line of them at one time.
For sure you did. We've got a stepmom with us, Denise. Talk to us about what this means to you to be able to see Quentin and to see how he's grown and matured to where he is today.
It is very humbling to see the growth in him. From 2017 to now, there's a lot of growth. Like Jerome said, not just sports-wise, but as a man.
Yeah.
It's emotional,
right?
Because of the fact that knowing where he came from to where he is now, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And I know we got a whole lot more ahead of him. I'm excited for it.
Quentin, or should I say King Quentin? I forgot to leave that out. Our homecoming king here. Talk to us about the relationship you have here with your dad, your stepmom, and what that has meant for you to help you to be where you are today.
With my dad, he stayed on me. He was like, grades. He said I can't go nowhere without my grades, so I stayed on top of my grades and stuff like that. And he had me working inside the yard, him helping me with drills and stuff when I was little, stuff like that.
So he's been really your sideline coach for many years.
Something like that.
And can you attest to getting your athleticism from your dad?
I give him a little bit. I ain't got too much.
This is really a family affair. Going to Indiana University, the injuries that you've had to endure, how has that been as far as for you to rehab? Because, I recall being injured my senior year, first thinking, okay, I'm going to University of Alabama for basketball, and I got injured the week before my first game. And I remember what that did to me mentally as a person, and having to rebuild and get stronger. What has that been like for you?
It really been easy. That's how it's been easy, but a little hard. But like, I can handle it, so I ain't worried about it.
Seeing you on the sideline, seeing your peers playing, how you been able to handle that? Okay.
It was a little rough, but it was a little rough watching my team play without me. But I know they gonna do good. That's why I wasn't stressing it too much.
For sure. And so why Indiana?
I like it's like up there is like feel like a family to me up there with the team. When I went up there, it's like the team that was already up there felt like home.
Yeah. And that's a nice feeling. Now, listen, this has been a journey for you all. You've already, you've been to the school. You've been with them, helping him to get stronger in order to be able to compete. What was it like for you, taking it all in?
Reliving my dream. We weren't able to get the opportunity. We didn't quite get all the opportunities when we came through that they have and that he has, and just excited for the future. Because I know if he keep his head up and he got the work mentality, I think he'll be fine. And like I said, once we got up there, the school was great. The people was genuinely caring. So it felt like, and they was like, your son is not just coming here to school. We coming here, he's like one of our kids. So we're going to take him in and we're going to treat him like that.
Did that kind of give you all some reassurance that he's going to be okay?
Yeah.
And look at Dad living vicariously through his son. You're like, this could have been me. And, and you're going to be a little ways away from home. I mean, how do you feel about that? Because it's really a huge adjustment, people, if you don't know already. If you've never lived away from home, if you've always been part of a very close-knit family and community, going off to college, and for you it's some ways away, that's a big adjustment.
I mean, me, I stay to myself a lot, so being by myself far away is not really no problem. I know if it's a problem, I know my dad he'll shoot out there in a minute. But
on two wheels. Denise, for you, as his stepmom, I've seen you, right there supporting him along the way. He's getting ready to go to Indiana. I mean, I know that, you can't lay hands on him. He's not going to be right there. So I'm sure there's a certain amount of emotions that you're feeling. Talk to us about that.
It is. But I know he's going to be fine. Because even, like you said, through therapy, he had a goal. He set that goal. He overextended. I mean, he just
He overcame, and he
beyond overcame. He far exceeded what the doctor had expected for him. Because when you hear the doctor say he can stop physical therapy, if it was anybody else, I'd say continue. But I know he's gonna do what he's supposed to do. And just watching him every week, two times a week during physical therapy, pushing.
For sure.
He's going to be fine.
Now, Quentin, where does this drive come from? Where does it come from? And have you always been this way? Where does it come from?
Like wanting to go to the next level, get my family out of certain places. Made me try harder.
So you feel like there's a lot on your shoulders and you're carrying a lot because you're thinking about, okay, I'm bringing my family with me. This journey is not just mine. This is a journey of my family. This is the journey of my family's hopes and dreams for me. And here it is. I know that I've got a lot I need to do to make sure that this happens.
Yes, ma'am.
I love that. Anything else you all want to share about Quentin and this journey?
He didn't want to indulge in it, but other than the injury and everything else, he also lost his sister.
Wow.
Year. So he came through that, kept pushing. So
you have been dealt some hard blows, Quentin. There's many that cannot bounce back from that. And so not only have you had to push forward with an injury, but just with the loss of a sibling and what that's done for you. Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah. Pushing forward, doing it for her, right? Anything else you want to add to that? Because, you know, we know that how, you know, as just from hearing you speak, that you have been kind of hard on Quentin to make sure that he stays on the straight and narrow, and whatever situations he's had to deal with, what you all have had to deal with on a personal level, you still wanted to help him live out his dream.
Yep. That's the most important. I mean, there's no limitation. The only limit is he put on himself. So I know he's gonna be great. So, you know, I don't get emotional, Pat. You know that, but I'm
right.
proud of it.
Yeah.
Very proud of it.
I mean, you can tell that you're proud.
Yeah.
You can tell that you're proud. Anything else you want to say to your dad or to your stepmom?
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Jerome, it's always a pleasure, brother. You know, every time I look at him, I think about us when we were in kindergarten. That's that friendship there. Denise, you already know, baby girl. Just seeing you all and how you love your kids and how you're there for them. And this moment right here is one that you all should be very proud of. So thank you for the impact that you've had on Quentin's life.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jerome and Denise Stevens.
Hey, my name's Chandler Gerard.
I'm Kyle Gerard with A+ Flooring and Construction. And here at A+ Flooring and Construction, we believe in teamwork.
Come let our team service you with flooring, construction, and garage doors.
So come shop with us at A+ Flooring and Construction at 371 Georgia Highway 338, or visit our website at aplusconstruction.biz.
Or give us a call at 478-676-2662. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Michael Wheelis, and on behalf of everyone here at your Dublin Piggly Wiggly, we'd like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas. Here at your Dublin Piggly Wiggly, we come to work every day ready to serve you, our neighbors and friends. We strive to give you the best products, prices, and customer service available. From our fresh produce to our award-winning meat department, you can count on your Dublin Piggly Wiggly. So come see us this holiday season. You'll be glad you did. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's from your Dublin Piggly Wiggly.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We've got his coaches with the coach. Kip, we're doing this again, man.
We are. Yes, ma'am.
My word. Nice to see you again.
Yes, ma'am, you too.
Coach Murphy, good to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
All right, listen, Coach Kip, we'll start with you. Share with us a little bit about Quentin. And I know that, you know, throughout this whole process and him having to nurse the injury, so there was a lot that took place. And so for him to be signing is something huge. Talk to us.
Well, we'll go back to when I first got here is, you know, Quentin, you know, physically is probably one of the most gifted players that I've been able to coach in the past few years, and so his natural God-given ability stands out to you to start with, and you know, started every game for us on both sides of the ball his junior year, and really what he earned his recognition off his junior tape. So
wow.
Really good year, really gifted in the weight room, works really hard, and enjoys that aspect of football, which you get a lot of talented players that don't like that. And Quentin's one that really does, and he's really good at it. And just when we're trying to build culture, and I'll go back to the recruiting part of it in just a second, but you know, we're trying to build a culture, and I think one of the things that we didn't have to deal with this football season was a lot of, you know, discipline issues, bad attitudes, that sort of thing.
Right.
And my man Quentin here was one that I felt like I had to reach. And so whether he wanted to be or not, he was a leader. And and so as Quentin went, so did everybody else. So to me, like one of the turnarounds that I've seen in our program was getting him to kind of think like I think and think like Coach Gay thinks, and done a really good job of pulling people along with him, having a good attitude every day, working really hard in the off season last year, and did bad fortune.
Yeah.
But did so well his junior year that you know, and even we were worried that you know, Indiana got a new coaching staff this off season, so we were worried that they might not hold his scholarship with his injury.
Right.
But they liked his film so much from his junior year, and then
look at that.
One of the things that Quentin did to really impress too is we got some catapult samples at the spring game in Appleton County, and was the fastest person on our team this year. That, you know, when you have a linebacker that hits 21 miles per hour, that's impressive. So he kind of solidified his spot with Indiana, which is a Power 5 school, Big Ten school, and solidified his spot. It's impressive to see a linebacker run that fast, and he didn't have the ball in his hand then. He was pursuing the ball, so that was more impressive.
That's huge. That's huge.
But you know, really big opportunity for him.
It's huge. Indiana. I love that. Now, Coach Murphy, talk to us about the relationship that you two have forged, you know, and what you've seen in him, and what it is about him that Indiana has seen.
Well, this is my first year here at West Lawrence, and very quickly, I remember when I came in and met with Coach Kip, first one of the guys he showed me was Quentin, and he stood out to me. He looks very physical as a specimen. Like he's a good kid, good-looking kid, and that's what a lot of coaches want to see. But like Coach Kip says, he's very good athletically. He can run, he can do all the things that they like. So besides that, talking to Quentin, though, he's a better young man, and I got to know him in that aspect first before we even got on the football field. And at the beginning, like, he didn't really know me a lot, but then as time went on, we grew, our relationship grew, and he talked to me a lot about certain things, and I gave him my advice on certain things, and he took to me very well, but most importantly, he became a leader for that team, and that team needed him to be a leader even after his injury, and that's one thing that I can attest to. I think his love for his teammates and his love to being a West Lawrence Raider, that's what stood out to me. He didn't have to do some of the things he did after he got injured, and he stood with the program, and he stood out for us.
And so, you know, you're talking about, like, just the heart of who he is, you know, that it's more to him than being an athlete, and you all seeing that early on. Coach Kip, what is it that you saw in him that you knew that he could compete collegiately Division I?
Well, I think, you know, to start off with, you have to have the measurables. You have to be tall. You got to be able to run fast. You got to be physical. But you know, there's people all over the state and all over the country that can do all that. So you got to have a little bit more than that. You got to have some intangibles. You got to have a work ethic. You got to have a drive, and we've talked about the drive and what pushes him. But that's going to propel him. You know, he's got to keep that in mind. And you know, we talked about Jaden earlier with the bright lights, and you got to. You know, they're going to shine it all in front of you.
Yes.
You got to keep those bright lights in mind when that 4:30, 5 o'clock alarm goes off sometimes.
That's right.
So, and I think Quentin's got the drive to take care of some of that. So.
Yeah. And how competitive is it? Because, you know, athletes wanting to go to the next level, and of course here he is, this level collegiately. How competitive is that? Because I know that it's not an easy task. Well, you know, you can have the dream, but like you say, you've got to have everything, systems in place in order to even be looked at.
Right. I think, you know, you got, like I said, the measurables, and then, you know, you have to have some film on tape. You know, they have to film on, you know, for them to look at. You got to have some tape, and then they evaluate that. They get lots of film and lots of stuff. Something's got to stand out. You know,
that's it.
Something's got to pop on that film, and I think you see a lot of that. You saw a lot of that in Quentin's highlights when his junior year. He caught the ball, he ran the ball. He tackled people with the ball. You know, he played special teams. He did a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I think we threw a pass one time, didn't you? We tried on it. At some point, he's done a little bit of everything. He's like Bugs Bunny on the cartoon. But, you know, he does a little bit of everything. I think that's impressive to
For sure.
You know, the days of, you know, the old Mike linebackers being, you know, 5'10" and 240 pounds, those days are gone. So they want long people that can run, and Quentin can do that.
Quentin can do it. Quentin, talk to us about these two here.
Coach Kip. So when Coach Kip first came, like, we bumped heads a couple of times.
Is that right?
All the time. And then, like, it was like the end of that year of that 23, it's just like, it's like, all right, can't be like, you just gotta grow up, gotta live with it. And then, like, once I got to know him, it was like we got close. And, like, he's like family to me, because that's, like, the kind of coach he is. And Coach Murphy, when I first met Coach Murphy, I walked inside the weight room. I was like, who that big old dude? And I'm like, they was like, that's our new linebacker coach. I was like, oh, okay. And then, like, once I got to know him, like, I was basically like a teammate coaching me.
Wow. So, you know, just listening to you guys, the relationships mean so much. You know, so here it is. You know how he is as an athlete, but you all have worked on things with him that are outside of that realm of him being athletic. You've been there to kind of help him to be the man he is today. What things you want to leave with him? Because we know what it's like being here at West Lawrence, playing at West Lawrence, but he's going down to Indiana University. I mean, that's a long way from home. It's a big deal, and as you can tell, being in a small rural area where we live, you lean so much on one another. You have so many roots in the ground from the relationships that you've built with families, with your coaches, with your friends. And so now he's having to truly leave the nest.
You go first on this one, Coach Murphy.
For me, I just want to tell them, man, the same people that's here for you, that's truly in your corner, they're going to be there for you. And just because you farther away from home don't mean that they're not going to be there. I'm sure your parents will be up there anytime they need to be. I come if I need to. You can always call, you can text, you can do whatever you need to do, because the people that's got you, they're going to always have you. And don't you think just because you're up there when times get tough, because it's going to be tough, that you just on your own, because you're not. There's a whole bunch of people here that still support you and want to see you do well, myself included. And I just tell you to keep God first, man. Like I always tell you, He got a plan for you. You don't know what that plan is, but just keep talking to Him, seeking Him, and that plan going to get revealed to you.
I love that. Coach?
Well, I will say this, it's still only it's a long drive, but it's a drive. You can get up there when you need to, but the world's a lot smaller than it was 30 years ago, 25 years ago. We got cell phones. You can call home whenever you need to and text your buddies and all that kind of stuff. But just keep focused on what it is that you want to do. You know what you want to do. You know what the big goal is, and day by day, just doing the things that you need to do to be successful. Working hard in the weight room, working hard in the classroom, getting your degree. Keep the main thing. Keep pushing forward. Stay in that Bible. Do what you're supposed to do. Everything will take care of itself. Go to class.
True. I love that. Anything else for your coaches?
Thank y'all for the work ethic like y'all gave me.
Thank you both. We appreciate you both for pushing these young men towards greatness. Coach Kenny Murphy and Coach Kip Burdett.
Badcock Home Furniture and More is your home store, where you'll find great savings on new living room sets, sofas, love seats, recliners, and more. Badcock Home Furniture and More has great savings every day on bedding and bedroom sets. Shop Badcock Home Furniture and More for a great selection of dining room sets, and save every day on electronics and appliances at Badcock Home Furniture and More, 1927 Highway 441 South in Dublin. Call 275-3144 for more information, or stop by and see Wendy and Tim Sumner or any of their friendly staff today at Badcock and More Home Furniture Store, where no credit is ever refused.
Train for a new career or go further in a field you love with education and skills training from Oconee Fall Line Technical College. OFTC offers 130-plus programs in high-demand fields that will prepare you for the workforce fast. That's 2 years or less. Classes are hands-on, giving students practical experience to be successful on the job. With affordable tuition and flexible classes, you can fit college into your lifestyle. Isn't it time you loved your career? Get started with OFTC today. Oconee Fall Line Technical College. Careers begin here.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking with Quentin Clark, who has signed a football scholarship to Indiana University. We've got his coach here from track and field, Coach Carlos Jones. How you doing, Coach?
I'm good. How about you?
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Now, we've done this many times because you have had so many student athletes go to the next level.
It's 8 years straight.
8 years straight. Talk to us about Quentin, you working with him through the years as a trackster, and what you've seen change in him for him to be making this big move here.
I think the biggest thing that I've seen in Quinn is just him growing up and maturing, and learning how to take on that leadership role.
Yeah.
I remember him as a 9th grader. He thought he was a leader, didn't understand how to be that leader, but as he grew, he learned how to embrace that role as a leader, and realize it's not just how you compete, but how you encourage others and how you push others and how you support others. in being that leader.
When did you see, that he had a mantle on him for greatness?
You saw it in the 9th grade.
Did you?
Yeah. I mean, when he came to us, it was all over. He was one of those that was going to continue to work his craft. He would put everything into it.
Yeah.
And so you saw it. He had that desire. And
did he know then? Did he know then, though?
He thought he knew.
I love that. Quentin, talk to us about Coach Jones, because Coach Jones, as a pastor, as a spiritual leader to so many people, and how he changes an athlete's life from the inside out. Talk to us about that relationship you forged with him.
Like Coach Jones, he like that coach that I can go to for anything, like for advice and stuff like that. And like if he thinks something like I shouldn't do, he gonna let me know. Like
with the quickness.
He not gonna he gonna get it to you straight. Like everything, he gonna get it to you straight. You gonna know.
Wow. And Coach, what did he compete in with track and field? What events was he taking place in?
His main event was high jump and shot put.
Oh wow.
He went to state as a freshman.
A freshman?
Yeah, he slid in his freshman year. Someone couldn't go, and he was that 9th guy, and he slid in. But the rest of other 2 years, he earned it.
Wow. Quentin, when you hear people talk about you and your coaches that are giving these great accolades about you as a person, do you let it get you the big head? You don't get the big head with all this, do you, Quentin? How do you stay focused? Because it's easy for a student athlete who is very gifted, very talented, and when they're constantly hearing that, it's easy for them to get the big head. You know what I mean, don't you?
I know what you mean.
How do you make sure that you're staying grounded?
Like, when I think about it that way, I just know it's other people working like me, so I just gotta keep going.
Keep that focus. And now we're talking about all this. What have you decided to major in over at Indiana?
Animal biology.
Animal biology. Why that choice?
Because I like animals. Like, it's just something like I've been liking animals since I was little. So.
Do you have animals? You gonna have to leave them home? Oh, Quentin, you got to leave your babies home. Coach Jones, when a student makes this huge decision, and for him going to Division I, yeah. This is huge. You know that. You've reared athletes who are as competitive as he is and gifted and talented. You know it's going to require so much more than what he even realizes.
Yeah. That was one of the things, even with the injury his senior year, and I was trying to encourage him, look for the positives. Yeah. And one of the biggest things was get ahead of the game. Now you got opportunity to learn how to study film, and so it's going to take that when you go to this next level. You got to stay 2 steps ahead of everybody. Everybody's working hard, so you got to wake up a little earlier. You got to do what no one is willing to do, and put that time in no one is willing to put in, not just on the field, but in your studies. And then looking for ways to improve yourself as a man.
Quentin, are you grasping all this here? Like, is it really sinking in that this is big time?
Yes, ma'am.
This is big time. What is it about, your upbringing, the family, the friends that you've been with since you were little? What things are you going to really miss when you leave here?
Like, the work, like working with these boys, and because I've been around Tay and Jenny, I've been around them since I first came to West Lawrence.
Wow.
And the bond that we got, it just I don't miss it. Even though they still gonna have that bond, but down in high school.
It's not gonna be the same, is it? All right, Coach, close out this interview with your words of wisdom, because you already know, and I think that the Lord really does give you insight on, not just what's before us, but things are to come. And for Quentin, what do you want to say to Quentin?
You know what's been put in you, and you going Division I, not on that, but you're gonna be a long way from home. You're gonna be around. You're gonna see the world in one place, because you got people from all over the country gonna be at one place. Don't lose who you are. Don't lose your identity. Don't lose that fisherman, that country boy. Okay?
Yes,
let that saying be true. You can take the boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out the boy.
There it is.
And so stay true to yourself. When I see you a year from now, I don't want you talking proper. I want to hear Quentin.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And just remember what we always tell you, man. You can do anything. You keep God first. You keep him first and let him lead you and guide you. I mean, he's going to take you great places. And if you stay humble, you know, that's what we always tell you. Stay humble, okay? We love you, man. And just remember this. Even though you're a long way from home, we're as close to you as you are to your phone, okay?
There it is. There it is. Anything else?
Thank you for, like, everything.
There it is.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Coach Carlos Jones, where he continues to pour into these young men and women. Thank you so much, Coach. Coach Carlos Jones.
I'm Brian Bazemore, President and CEO of Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County. We would like to invite you to come by and experience a welcoming banking environment. Come by today and have a cup of coffee and let us talk with you about our many products, savings accounts, checking accounts, CDs, and our many loans. You're more than just a number to us, you're family. Come by today, Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
You've been saying you want it, and now's the time to get it. Pool and patio furniture in style with fabrics you want, comfort and durability you deserve. You'll even save on accessories and add your own personal style. Come see the full line of pool and patio furniture at Mid-State Pools and Spas today and bring home a colorful poolside. Now's a great time to save at Mid-State Pools and Spas, located on Veterans Boulevard in Dublin. Mid-State Pools and Spas. We know pools.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, with Quentin Clark, who signed a football scholarship to Indiana University. We've got two of his teammates and friends with us. Here we go again. What's up, Caden Baggett?
Yes,
good to see you, son.
Good to see you.
Tay Stanley.
Hey, Mr. Pat.
How you doing, son?
Good.
All right, so listen, we've had a little backstory here, you know, behind the scenes, so we want to hear from you guys. We'll start with you, Tay. Talk to us about this young man right here. I know that, you know, with you all being here, that this means a lot to you all as well to witness this for Quentin. Talk to us about your friendship and your being, you know, teammates through the years and what you've seen in Quentin.
Quentin just always been the best player at everything, so like he just always had that mindset of being the best. He was always the best player. Friendship-wise, he was that friend I can go to about everything. He the friend my mom want me to be around because she know I'm going to do right when I'm with him. That type of friend.
You hold each other accountable?
Well, he hold me accountable.
You don't hold him accountable for nothing?
I mean, he lay it back. I don't really have to tell him.
He's chill?
Yeah, he's chill first. I don't really have to tell him to do nothing.
Okay. Caden, here we go again, son.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk to us about Quentin and the friendship that you two have and what it means for you to be able to witness this for him.
You know, I'm proud of him. You know, I met him in 6th grade when he first moved here.
Mm-hmm.
We were in all the same classes, so we just kind of clicked since then. You know, I'm just proud to see how far he's come.
Yeah. Now, you guys, so are you very competitive? Are y'all real competitive against one another?
Very.
That's how we met.
Really?
I was finna tell him, I might not do it now. He got a little too big.
Right.
I was finna tell him more.
Talk to me about these two.
I met Tay 6th grade. We were playing basketball, and I forgot which one of us had fouled, but we was in a fight.
Wait a minute.
And
during the game?
No, it was in the gym. We was in a fight inside the gym.
Is that right?
And that's how we met.
About the fight.
He was little then, don't be Pat. I don't know about now.
And here you are, you know, through the years, that relationship really starting from getting ready to fight, that shows the passion that you have as athletes, but it's grown to where we are today. Talk to us about Caden Baggett.
Me and Caden met 6th grade, and every class that we was in, we were clowning, like, the whole class for teachers, like, they'll want to kick us out.
Oh, my Lord.
Every day, it ain't a day that we don't laugh in the class.
Wow. And now here it is, like he signed a scholarship. He's going to continue playing baseball, and now here it is you know, because you all clown around a lot, you cut up a lot, but there's still that sense of pride and being proud of one another. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so now listen. So through the years, so you started out playing what sport together in the 6th grade? Basketball? Football. And now what position are you?
Well, then I was at receiver and defensive back.
So has there, with this competition, there's always that where you look at one another and you try to help one another be a better player, Is there a lot of that going on?
I feel like I was really good. But I feel like
okay.
I feel like in middle school we was both competitors. Like we didn't want to lose. So it was like me and Quentin was on each other.
Yeah.
I felt like we both made each other like the player we were.
For sure. His injury took a toll on him. And I know that it took a toll on you all as friends and teammates. So what did you all do to try to really still keep him encouraged and so that he could still probably, to still feel engaged and a part of the team?
He don't really show his emotions, but I knew he was mad that he couldn't play.
Yeah.
For a whole season.
Yeah. Caden, how was it for you? I mean, because here it is, the type athlete that he is and the injury, what that did for you all. How did you work through that?
Me and Quinn weren't teammates until this past year.
Mm-hmm.
We played football, and then he got injured. And
wow.
So I didn't even get to play on the field with him like I was, because I played football for them. They all wanted me to come out. It didn't benefit me. It didn't benefit me any. I just wanted to be out there with my friends, so I played for them, and then he got hurt. So, I mean.
You out there, just out there. And now here it is. So, guys, you all are, as seniors, you're having a lot of, last moments. So a lot of this is bittersweet, and it's obvious that you all are going to be going your separate ways, And I think that you all have really leaned on one another throughout the years for that friendship. And, of course, you want to still keep that friendship strong, but you also know that things are having to change, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of words of wisdom, what words of advice do you want to give to one another? Because you all, you're not going to be there. You're not going to be there physically with one another. And you playing baseball, you're going to be down in Barnesville. So you're going to have to be, you're going to have to take a shift. And you.
I got all day. I can go to Barnesville. I got plenty of time.
So you just going to gas up the vehicle.
I got plenty of time.
And what words do you want to give, to one another? Because you also, when you really look at it, it's a big deal, So what do you want to say?
I just want them to keep the same mentality they had here. Just work. Don't let nothing get in the way. You know how he think. I hope don't know what happened to him. I'm gonna be up there.
Mm-hmm.
I just want them to keep the same mentality they had here.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Caden?
He's smart. He knows what he should and shouldn't do, and he also knows that either one of us and any of his friends, really, one text, and we're there, even in Indiana.
I love that. Anything else you'd like to say to them, Quentin?
Y'all know I'm still how y'all boy feel, man. It ain't too much to say.
I love the bond that you all have. Keep that up, and as you grow older and mature, keep that same mentality of helping to push one another, hold one another accountable, right? And celebrate the wins and be there for one another in the losses, okay? All right, so very proud of you guys. Thank you, Tay. Thank you, Caden.
Thank you, Ms. Pat.
We're stocking up on our Nissan inventory so we can bring prices down. And we all know what that means.
Start the new year with a new Dublin Nissan. Save time, save gas, make your first stop Dublin Nissan for Titans, Rogues, Altimas, and more. It's our best selection in years at Dublin Nissan. Choose from 23s or 24s, loaded with all the options you want at prices that'll make you smile.
So just come on by Dublin Nissan and let us make your holidays better.
Hi, I'm Brandy, and I would like to invite you to experience our newly renovated mammography suite at the Fairview Park Hospital Breast Center. Our breast center has its own dedicated entrance with a relaxing boutique-like waiting area. You can make your appointment online anytime at fairviewparkhospital.com or by calling 478-274-3919. Most appointments take 30 minutes or less, and we will have your results back to your doctor within 24 hours.
This has been really such a great day, having the opportunity to chat with Quentin and hearing from his family, his friends, his coaches about what his journey's been like. And of course, we closing this show down with Ty Cummings. How you doing, Ty?
I'm all right. How you doing?
Doing well. And Shannon Atkins.
Hey, how you doing, Pat?
Doing well. Now talk to us. We'll start with you, Shannon. Talk to us about this friendship that you have forged with Quentin through the years, and of course as friends and as athletes, and what this means for you today to witness this.
I'm really proud of how he showed me how to be a leader as my years went by. He a big role model.
Mm-hmm.
He stand out in front of everybody, and as the years grown, he helped me become a better person.
Wow, I love that. Talk to us, Ty Cummings.
I've been knowing Quint since he moved to us 7 years ago. He been basically my big brother ever since, and we just been having a close bond ever since. He taught me how to be a dog. Honestly, we've been going to each other's house playing football and stuff like that. So.
What does it mean for you to witness this for him today?
It means a lot. I'm proud of him, and I'm proud of him.
Yeah, you know, Quentin, I know that you all, when you look at the big picture of this, you know, how you've known them for many years and how they look up to you and how you all have been able to work so well together. That's a lot on your shoulders, realizing that you've been a mentor to them. Tell us about what this relationship and friendship has been like for you.
With both of them, they're young, so I don't want them slacking, because I know how they is.
Mm-hmm.
But ever since I met Ty, and we've been inside the yard just working, ladder work, cone work, everything.
Mm-hmm.
When he got his 9th grade year came, that's when I first actually seen him play against big people.
Right.
And he showed me a lot. And Shannon, that's a big kid. He gonna over the years he gonna get bigger because how his body frame is.
And, you know, you both are sophomores.
Yes, ma'am.
And so it's you've come to many of these signings. You know, you've seen your teammates, your friends, you know, go to the next level. Do you have any aspirations of doing the same? Or what are some of your future plans, things you'd like to accomplish, Shannon?
Try to be in that same CE. Yeah.
Wow. So that's what you're working towards yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
What about you, Ty?
I just want to be here in a few more years, my senior year. Hopefully a few offers start running in next year, but.
You know, from you all being able to witness this and just hearing, not just from this signing, but just from others as far as, you know, the hard work of what it has been, you know, what it's taken for students to go to the next level. You're working on that now, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Quentin, what kind of advice you want to give them? Because, of course, if they're looking up to you, you're going Division I, baby. That's no small feat. And you know, just hearing from them saying that this is what they want to accomplish that. Let them know a little bit about what it's going to be required of them. To whom much is given, much is required.
First, I want to say, keep y'all grade first. Stay focused and, don't slack off at all. Just keep working.
That's it. And, you know, guys, listen, and it's what I have witnessed is just seeing you all, how you communicate with one another, seeing you out there on the fields, on the courts, doing what you do, doing what you love. And so there's that part in you on the inside, this, you know, that light bulb that went off and saying, okay, I want more than this. I want more than this. Well, we're looking forward to actually seeing how you progress through the years. And what I love about it is you're able to take advice from your peers, from the ones that you look up to, from your coaches, as far as what it's going to take for you to get to that next level. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us? Because we still got 2 more years with y'all, and that's great for us.
Just keep your head up and keep God first, and never forget where you came from. Keep grinding.
Yeah.
Stay home. Keep God first. Keep that same work that you got when you gave us.
And they're watching you, Quentin. I mean, their excitement for you going to Indiana it feels like it's part of them as well. because you've grown up together. They've looked up to you. You've given them that advice that they need to keep pushing where they are now. They've got that drive in them to go to that next level. And so this is for all of us, man. All of us are taking this in. Anything else that you two like to share? Are you good? Well, listen, your sophomore year is a very formative year for you, where you really have to really start to think about what you want to do with your life. And as far as being a student athlete, wanting to play collegiately, you've got to be making those choices and those decisions that you know that are going to affect your future. Okay? And it starts right now for sure. We're proud of you guys. Keep pushing. Keep striving for greatness. Anything else you'd like to share, Quentin?
No, ma'am.
This has been a good day for you, hasn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Golly, Quentin, you did it, boy.
You did.
You know, because it's like everything that you've experienced, the good, the bad, the ugly, and then here you are. You're living out that dream. You're living out all of the work that you've done, you've put in it. Everybody talking about how your work ethic is, how your grind is, and you're doing it, man. This is big. We're proud of you. Don't come back proper, right? Ladies and gentlemen, this has really been a great day. You know, Quentin Clark going to Indiana University. He's about to be a Hoosier, ladies and gentlemen. He's nursed his injuries. He's come back. He's bounced back. And he is indeed a force to be reckoned with. We're so very proud of him. We know the sky is the limit. He's just got to stay grounded. Keep that foundation firm, and don't ever forget where you've come from. That's all the time we have here for Team Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen, where we continue to grow great students.